Hey guys, thank you for joining me today. My name is Dr. Tom LaHue. Welcome to my channel where we talk about all kinds of things about the Enneagram. And I hope you're having a great day. I hope everything's going your way. I just wanted to do a little update on the channel and let you know what's going on. We do have some certificate programs available on Enneagram coaching and several other topics. You can check that out on my website, tomlahue.com. If you're interested in joining me for one of those Zoom classes, we'd love to have you. Register for one of those. Also, you can book appointments if you want to book Enneagram coaching appointments, marriage coaching, whatever I can do to help you. You can book those at that website, tomlahue.com. Thank you to my patrons. I really appreciate your support. Yeah, I'm fighting a kind of a sinus thing. We just got back from Montana. One of my daughters, Kaylee, who is featured in many of the videos on this channel, moved to Montana and just had our second grandbaby, so we went out to see her, beautiful place up in the mountains, and it was a great time. If you check out the playlist on my channel, you'll find a lot of videos with Kaylee and my other daughters as well. Okay, so I just wanted to let you know what I'm working on. I have been going back and reading through these books. These are very good, Mirror for the Soul and The Sacred Enneagram, as I've been putting together the class, the Enneagram and the Christian Life, which my notebook for that, I don't know what I'm going to do because it's up to like 50 pages single spaced. I'm going to have to, or maybe 60, I'm going to have to go through and really do some editing. I've been reading those and working on that. That is a lot of the great information about the deeper levels of the Enneagram. Like when you think about how it shows us how we might over-identify a little bit with our type. You know, at first when we learn about our type, we think, this is cool, I'm a 7. Wow, this is all the stuff I'm good at, and this is what I'm bad at. And then I think the longer you sit with the Enneagram, the more you start to realize, like, why do I do this? Are there other options for me? Do I have to be like this? Who's this person behind the personality? And so I've really enjoyed going back through that information and developing that class. And a couple other books that I just got in the mail that have just become available is Beatrice Chestnut's new book, The Enneagram, The Guide to Waking Up. I've just read a little bit of this, and so far it's fantastic. I'm sure I'm going to love that one. Probably a lot of videos are going to come from this information. And then Christopher Hurwitzer's new book, the guy that wrote The Sacred Enneagram, The Enneagram and Belonging. So when I get done with the other ones, then I'll check that as well. Something else I've been reading, my wife and I have been reading, is Switch on Your Brain by Dr. Carolyn Leaf. This is a Christian book. She's a scientist and a Christian, and we're going to be doing a small group on this at our church. Fascinating stuff about, essentially, it's very similar to what the Enneagram shows us. About how we sometimes get into negative thought patterns and don't realize how those limiting beliefs or those negative thought patterns can affect our health. And when we become aware of maybe some of the ways we're taking in information and digesting information, when we become more aware, we're able to step outside of ourselves and think about what we think about, essentially. And when we can reframe what we think about and change the way our brain focuses on information, it can have great positive effects for ourselves, our life, our health, our relationships. And anyway, it's a fascinating study. And, it really just challenges me to think about another course at some point on the Enneagram and brain, brain-based Enneagram, or the Enneagram and the mind. So I'm going to be thinking about that as well, working on that. I just wanted to take a second and let you know that I think of this channel as a playlist channel. By the way, thank you guys for your support. It's awesome to see the channel growing, and I really appreciate all your comments. I don't always respond to them, but I do read through them. And I really do appreciate you guys. So many positive things that you say from the videos, how they're helping you, and I really do appreciate that. It's awesome to know that, that it's making sense. And this channel started as me just trying to understand the information. I literally just, went through that bottom shelf full of books, all on the Enneagram, And as I was going through all that information, I was like, well, let me just make videos about it. And then if I have to teach the information, or if I have to talk about the information, then maybe I'll focus more on trying to understand the information. And so it has been a wonderful journey, learning about the Enneagram, sharing the information with you guys. I know it's helping you all. It's helping me and helping me understand the people I work with, the people I work for. And it's really making an impact in my life, and I'm sure it's making an impact in yours. And it's awesome that you guys share with me so many stories of how it's helping you. But I wanted to just take a second and say, I don't want to make a long video today. I just wanted to take a second and say, if you haven't looked at my channel in terms of playlist, I think that's probably the best way to approach it. Just go to the playlist and you'll see that I have videos for every type. Some of the older videos, maybe I didn't know as much as I know now. And so you can see, if you were to watch them in order, you would see me develop in my understanding of each type. And probably a lot of things when I was starting out, I didn't understand very well, but that's what growth looks like. If you wait till you have all the information figured out before you ever, begin sharing, you'll never really start, doing anything. So you got to just go for it. But the playlist, if you look at those, you'll see I have a lot of videos just on Enneagram topics. I have videos on happiness. I have videos on marriage health. But I have videos arranged by every type. So there's probably 9 or 10 videos. Maybe for 9s, there's more than that, because I've probably made more videos about 9s than any other type. Maybe 4s. But if you look at type 1, playlist type 1, you'll probably see about 8 or 9 videos. And I would just encourage you to think about the channel from that way if you haven't already. Maybe you already have, and maybe this is not anything new for you. But I would just encourage you to maybe start with your own type. If you find out that you're a 3 or a 4, just start researching your own personality type. Just watch through some of the videos and learn more about yourself. The good, the bad, the ugly, what you look like in health, what you look like in unhealth, learning to lean on your wings a little bit more naturally. Just watch videos about your personality type, and then the people that you're closest to, maybe your spouse or your children, begin watching videos and learning information about their types as well. Sometimes people get stuck in, well, I just want to know about myself, or I just want to know about myself and my wife so that we can relate. And I would really challenge you to broaden that, if possible. If you have the time, try to learn about all the types. Try to learn about how they all interact and intersect with each other, and try to be more holistic in your understanding of the Enneagram. It's really going to help you see the worth and value of this tool as you learn to identify people in your life, what their type is, what they're looking for, what they're motivated by, what they're afraid of. It'll really help you learn to relate to those people, I think, in a more positive way. It'll help your relationships. It'll help your interactions with people as you start to realize what's going on, at least, in a cursory way, what's going on in their way of thinking or from their perspective. So I guess I'm just saying, look at the channel in terms of playlist, and maybe watch a few videos, or watch all the videos on your type. And a lot of it maybe you can relate to, maybe some things you won't, but I think it'll be a great use of your time and a great way to approach the channel. That's really all I wanted to say. New certificate programs will be coming online on my website in the near future. I got to pick some dates. I got to pick some times when we can offer some more classes on coaching, on relationship coaching and Christian life coaching. And now I'm thinking about a brain-based, something. So I'm going to be working on that. I'm going to probably take a lot from this information and maybe some from these other books, and we'll see what happens. All right, guys, have a great weekend. Have a great week. As always, be present to life. Don't be so focused on the way things ought to be, or the way things could be, or how it could be better, or what they said or what they didn't say, that you can't, just enjoy right now and just live right now in the present. Bringing your attention to the present, bringing your attention to what you're doing right now is really the only way to really experience true happiness. So, all right, guys. Thanks. I appreciate y'all. Take care. Have a great week. Bye.